Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. I hope that you guys are doing amazing. Today's video is going to be an Amazon drugstore haul. There's so many great pieces that you can find on Amazon instead of going to like Ulta or your CVS or Walgreens or things like that. So I was just browsing through, picked up quite a few items and wanted to share them with you. So if you would like to see the items that I picked up, then just keep watching. We'll start out by going through them in the way that I would apply my makeup, just so that way I can have them in some sort of order. So I picked up this Rimmel London Stay Matte Mattifying Primer, and I was actually really surprised. I think this was maybe like $3 or $4. So just a heads up, I'll be sure to link most, if not all of these items down below, just in case you want to purchase them. Some of these items were the same price as you would get them in Ulta or in your local drugstore, but some of these were like half off or like 30% off the price, and I was just like, whoa, because I typically associate Amazon for like making the prices just a little more expensive since you are getting the delivery service. So whenever I see a deal and I see that they're cheaper, I'm just like, okay. And there's also Kelly Strack here on YouTube, and she's always talking about how there's like new drugstore releases on Amazon. So I kind of had me just browsing a little more, kind of just like rediscovering old drugstore favorites and also new items on Amazon. So I was on there and I came across so many goodies. But yeah, anyways, so this is what we got for primer. Sticking to the same primer theme, I actually discovered this brand. I think it's called Thank Me Later, or that might be the name of the eyeshadow primer, but this had so many good reviews on there. I think like 13,000 plus, and it had over 4.5 stars. So I was very intrigued on this. I'm always looking for an eyeshadow primer to be able to help with the oily lid. Also, just a heads up, I did film the tutorial for this look. It is going to be a Vanessa Myricks Beauty first impression full face, so that will be coming on Wednesday, so stay tuned or return for that video. Now moving on to complexions, I did purchase two sort of just like tinted moisturizers slash foundations, and the first one is going to be this Wet n Wild tinted hydrator, and I love that it had hyaluronic acid in it. It's lightweight, sort of just like sheer to medium coverage, and you can just use this for an everyday. So I picked this one up, and then I also picked up this Revlon Photo Ready Candid Natural Finish Anti-Pollution Foundation, just because I wanted to test it out and try it. So very excited about those two. Moving on, we can get into powders, because I literally found quite a few powders that I was obsessed with. I went on Amazon specifically looking for the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop powder and was so happy to find them. They have tons of different shades. When I went into Ulta, I was looking for this powder and they didn't have any. So if you're looking for this powder, which I hear and I have used it and I want to use it a little more to see if it is true, but that it is a good dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury under the eye press powder. So I definitely want to be able to use them side by side and be able to see if they do. I've used it 2 times already and I really love it, so very intrigued to be able to continue to use it. Super fine and just really nice and mattifying, so absolutely love that. I have this shade, which is in the color Light, and then I also picked up Golden, which should be more of my actual skin color, to just be able to powder the entire face when I want like an all matte look. Another oldie but a goodie that I picked up again, and Tati here on YouTube raved about this all the time back in the day, and that is going to be the Cody Airspun Loose Face Powder, and I actually just picked this up. Now the reason why I stopped using it is because before in the drugstore I only saw like one shade, which was like their translucent, and now I feel like they have a lot more shades. So I picked these two up. There's one that leans a little more yellow and another leans a bit more pink. So I'm very excited to use that yellow one to just be able to work more with my undertones, but the pink one as well to just be able to really brighten. I did use it on my look today and it worked so well with the Vanessa Myricks products. So I'm super excited to just continue to use that. And then the last powder that I came across, which was a brand that I discovered on Amazon, which is called Palladio, and it was this rice powder, and I'm so intrigued by this, so I purchased it. It's a loose powder. I don't know if they come with it with a pressed powder as well, but I did just want to try this one, and it just says you simply apply it for a natural finish. So I'm very excited to be able to test this one out and see how she works. So that is going to be it for powders. Moving on, we can go into complexion. So I did pick up quite a few Milani baked pieces because I like rediscovered my love for Luminoso. I didn't use it for a long time, and then I started using it again, and I'm just like, wow, like this actually does look very stunning, but should probably check out some of their other shades. So I did pick up 2 other bronzers. I think I picked up 4. The other 2 are still coming in the mail. First we have this color called Coralina, and it is a very coral color. I think this will look so stunning in the spring and summertime, like absolutely gorgeous. And then I have this other color called Bellissimo Bronze, and this one is supposed to be, or is labeled as a bronze, but I think this looks stunning as a blush. I did have another one. I don't know where it is right now, but I think it's called Berry Amore, and I love it so much. I saw another girl on here on YouTube. It was in her drugstore 2021 favorites, and she mentioned that for medium skin tones with olivey undertones, it works really well. So I purchased it, and I am in love with it. I can't find it because I know I used it, so I just don't know where exactly it is, but I love the formula. It looks so beautiful. I love that these little like gold flecks, they don't show on your skin, but it just helps to give it a nice shimmery finish to your blush. Another blush that I got, and this one is actually a mini, it came in and I was just like, this is so stunning, is the Maybelline Fit Me pressed blushes, and this one is going to be in this color. I don't know what color this is. It just says the number 50, so I'm not sure if that's its name. But it comes in this little packaging. It is a little piece of it broke, but I love this color. I think it is so stunning, and it is like such a like Franny classic staple color to just be able to wear with any look. Even with something like this, you can easily just pair, and you see it just works so well. So I love that. So I did just get a few more of those Milani blushes. They are in transition, but I just wanted to be able to show those to you guys. And some of these shades were almost half off the price that they would go for on Milani.com and also on Ulta. So like I said, check these items out. And also Amazon has these like beauty deals where like on random days they can go down to almost like 50 or 60% off. So we love that. And then on top of that, you get them in like 2 to 3 days. Like it's a win-win-win. So lastly, with complexion, I wanted to focus on the Milani Bronzer as well too. And this, I did use it, I got it, and it's a little too light for me. Like as you can tell, it's probably my same shade, but I think it might be pretty for like a finishing powder or even like a setting powder, just to be able to give like a natural, beautiful glow, or even just maybe on top of bronzer, but more of like a skin color like powder. So I think that's how I'll use it. I thought it would be a bit deeper, but honestly this is like my skin color, so I think I'll use it for like an all over the face powder. But the formula is stunning, divine, I don't know what else to call it. Like it is just so beautiful, and I am completely obsessed with that. Now moving on to the eyes, we have quite a few products in the eyes, and it's so funny because as I was like browsing through Amazon, I was coming across so many like Revlon items. And typically Revlon, like when I'm in Ulta or a drugstore, like I don't typically navigate towards Revlon. I don't know if it's like the presentation of how their products look, or I don't know what, but on Amazon it's a different story. Like I was so intrigued by so many Revlon products. So here we have the Revlon So Fierce Prismatic palettes, and these look absolutely stunning. I have the Prismatic highlighter, so I like the formula of it. So I picked this one in the shade Tantrum Caprice 965, and also this one in the color Fully Loaded 962, and I thought these colors would look so stunning on my brown eyes and my skin tone color. So I am like so excited to try these out. I do believe they were a few dollars cheaper than what they go for in Ulta and on the Revlon website. So once again, if you're intrigued by these, check them out. They have a ton of different eyeshadow palettes. I just went with a more neutral one, and then this pop of green was really calling my attention, but they look so stunning. So I'm so excited to be able to use those. I also went on Amazon. Okay, so I've kind of been like wanting to dabble into like eyeshadow sticks and sort of just like that same formula, just to be able to create a base for my powders, because I've been realizing that for me, even if I use an eyeshadow primer, which I'm continuing to explore, the powder just like disappears throughout the day. I have really oily lids, so I find that the powder doesn't really have anything to stick on to. So the more videos I've watched and the more I've started to learn, a lot of people like to apply a base product, a cream or some sort of like gel base or anything just like that, to be able to have as your base, and then the eyeshadow will have something to grab onto. So I went onto Amazon, kind of just like browsing to see what eyeshadow sticks or things like that I can use, and I came across this oldie but a goodie, because I did get these from my older sister years ago, but I didn't know how to use them, so they just kind of went to waste. But these are going to be the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencils, and I picked them up in these colors just because they're the ones that I typically would go towards. We have a black one, we have a gold one, we have this really pretty blue one, and a purple one. I do think I picked up like one or two more shades. I think I picked up a green as well. And the sole purpose of wanting to use these is, like, for example, for a look like this, I would easily just be able to go with the crayon and outline the shape that I want, fill it in, and then just go in with a topper or a powder, and now that has something to stick onto. So that's what I was looking for. I want to test out different formulas to just be able to see which ones stay on my lid the longest and things like that. And these were super affordable. I think they were like $4 each. So if they turn out to be a success, I'm gonna be so happy. But I got these. I also picked up, this is a brand that I just discovered, but it had really good reviews, and it's called the Venu Kiss Naked Eyeshadow Sticks, and they come just like this, and it's 6 of them in there, and I will open it for you guys. But this one had more like neutral everyday shades, which I thought were so cute for like an everyday look, for you to just be able to put it and then put like an eye topper. So this is kind of the shade range of it. You have like your browns, and then you have a really pretty like mauve blush color, and then we have this one as well, which I think will be so like stunning for an everyday look. So I might actually do a video with this, how to recreate like my everyday look, including these, because I love to just do this shape. This is like my shape. This is gonna be the shape of like all my makeup looks for the majority of it, because I find that it's so flattering for me. But I find that putting like a color this light right here in the front, and then kind of just like a darker one towards the end, and just blending those two together would look so beautiful for an everyday. So I picked these up as well. Let me just open them for you so you can see what they look like. They look like this. They are a retractable kind of style, and this is what they look like. It kind of reminds me of the shape of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. But I am so excited to use these. This is going in my everyday acrylic collection that I have over there, just so I can remember to always, always, always use a base. Now the last thing in like liners that I want to be able to show you guys, and I actually don't have them right here as well too, but I picked up some waterline liners, or just eyeliners in general, and Tati mentioned the Almay ones, and I bought the black one, which I actually used in my waterline today, and it has not run, so I am so happy. By now the inner corner would be full of like the black liner, and it's just a hotmess.com, but she mentioned that those were long lasting, super underrated, and to check them out. So I bought the black one first just to see how it would work. Loved it so much. I purchased the green, the purple, the blue, and I think a brown, which is pretty much the colors that I like to work with and just wear, and they look so stunning. I created kind of just like a silhouette like this with a green one, and I also just did like a green liner, and it stayed all day. So I am so happy with those. I need those in every color. I find that they are such a good dupe for the Marc Jacob liners, which are like no longer being sold. So if you love those, definitely check out the Almay gel eyeliners. But I also wanted to try this brand. It's called Julep Beauty. Now this one, it was a bit more expensive. It was, I think it was like about $18 or $20 just one, but it had amazing reviews. And this one is their What Is It All Day Waterproof Eyeliner, and I got it in the shade Blackest Black. So I'm just gonna put this one. Oh wow, that is dark, and that feels very, very nice. So like I said, I was just exploring different eyeliner formulas just to see what stays and what works. So super excited about that. And then the last few things that I have here within the last category is also still in eyes, and that is going to be mascaras. The Essence Lash Princess Mascara with the False Lash Effect. This is like Essence pretty much most popular mascara, and I love quite a few of their other ones, and I don't remember if I've tried this one or if I did, but it's not in like my current rotation, so I picked this one up just to test it out. I pretty much have all their other mascaras and I love them, so I want to be able to just test this one out. And then these two were also just recommendations from one of the drugstore favorites that I saw from last year, and that is going to be the L'Oreal Paris Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. And this one I saw Kathleen Lights talking about it and kind of just like raving about it. Now this is what the wand looks like, and it is like a super black mascara, so I'm very excited to be able to use that. The wand is a little funny, it kind of just like dips, but very excited to use this one, as I'm always looking for mascara, especially since I don't wear lashes. I'm always looking for like what gives me volume, what gives me depth, what gives me length, and what is like the blackest of the blackest so that it can show. And then the last item that I wanted to show you guys is going to be this Maybelline Lash Stiletto, and this one was also in a few favorites, so definitely wanted to pick it up to see what it looks like. This is what the brush head looks like, very spiky, very long, so I'm super excited to try this one out. And also, can we just talk about this bottle? Like, it looks so lush. It reminds me of like red bottoms. Super duper stunning. And then just like two other things that I just picked up. They're not like beauty related, but they kind of coincide. Picked up this pack of these brushes, and it's to exfoliate your lips, along with a lip scrub that I purchased as coconut flavored. And this is what she looks like. First of all, when I looked up lip scrubs, this is what had the most reviews, especially like over 4.6 I think stars. So I was like, all right, we'll try it. So I picked this one up, and then a pack of 4 of these I think is that comes in it, and it has like one side kind of just like those little spikes on it, and then the other side is like more spread out, and you would kind of just put the lip scrub on your lip and then really get rid of those dead skin cells and things like that, to just be able to have a nice even base to apply your lipstick to. And then the last thing that I got is just eye drops for redness, because sometimes my eyes can get irritated when applying makeup, and when you want to do a video or take a picture, you do not want red eyes, so I have that in my rotation. Alrighty guys, well that concludes this Amazon mini haul. So many great finds that I'm so excited to be able to use. If you were interested in any of these items or never thought to like browse on Amazon for drugstore, definitely check it out. Like I said, a lot of these were a lot cheaper than they would be if I would have purchased them at Ulta or anything like that. And also, if you don't want to go out, Amazon has that. They deliver to you 2 to 3 days, especially if you're a Prime member. So for sure, check out Amazon for drugstore favorites. And they also have high-end favorites, which I discovered a few brands on there. So as I start to build those items that I get from Amazon, I can also do this same version for those like more high-end products. But I just wanted to show this all to you guys. I hope you're having an amazing day and that you have an amazing week, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.